What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I've got this beautiful 2021 Ram 3500 Laramie Mega Cab in the night edition. Starting off in the front, you can see everything is blacked out because obviously this is a night edition. But let's start near the bottom here. You've got both tow hooks on both sides, and then you've got integrated parking sensors all along the front bumper and the rear bumper. And of course, you've got your LED fog lights on both sides, and you can't forget about your main headlamps, which look absolutely beautiful with this white lamp at the bottom. Because this is a night edition, also your headlamps in the front are blacked out as well. They're much darker, or actually a little bit darker than, you know, normal headlamps from a 3500 or 2500. Also in the front, you've got a massive blacked out grille with the blacked out Ram lettering that blends perfectly into it. And of course, right underneath it, you've got your forward facing camera as well. This particular 3500 Laramie does not have those clearance lamp lights up top, but you also get the 3500 blacked out badging along with the heavy duty badging. And then of course, this is the Cummins Turbo-Diesel high output. You get that badging there. And then of course, your blacked out Ram badging on the doors. As for the side mirrors, they are black plastic. And then of course, you've got your built-in turn signals on both sides. Looking at the 3500 Laramie from the side, you can see you get those beautiful 20-inch blacked out wheels, a part of the night edition package. And then of course, you can see right there, this is the Mega Cab, so you get extra room in the back, which I'll show you. And of course, this also has your Ram boxes on both sides at the rear. And also with the 3500 Laramie Mega Cab, you can also get this with the dually wheels, or you can just get it just how this one is. As for these wheels, they are 20-inch like I mentioned. They are painted in black that match the whole aesthetic of the truck, which, you know, this truck being a black color, it has that full blacked out theme. And then you kind of get the silver, I guess metallic or whatever you want to call it, brake calipers, which kind of look really nice. Coming over to the rear of the Laramie 3500, you also get, of course, your LED rear lighting. And then at the bottom, this is your bed step to get in and out of your bed. And at the rear of the bumper, of course, at the bottom, you've got more built-in sensors for your rear parking sensors. You've got a hitch at the bottom along with your trailer wiring if you do need it. Also, of course, at the rear, you get the blacked out badging that says Laramie, but you also get, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this nice little texture design around the lettering. And of course, your traditional Ram logo blacked out in the middle. And of course, the 4x4 badging blacked out as well. And then in the handle right here, you've got your backup camera built in. Opening up the rear tailgate, it is a soft opening, of course. And right when you open it, you'll notice this spray and bed liner already inside the truck. You've got LED lighting on both sides, and you've got a little button here to turn it on and off, which turns off these two lights and the one up top right there. You also got your bed extender that comes back up to here. If you do need to, you know, put a bigger load and you need to have your tailgate open, you can use this bad boy right here. And of course, you've got your built-in tow hooks on all four corners. And with this truck, you also get these rails right here on both sides, which have two hooks on each of them, and you can tie down your cargo, slide things around, and it just makes things so much easier by adjusting your cargo, whatever you have in the back. As for these massive Ram boxes at the back, all you have to do is press this, opens right up, and of course you get the Ram box lettering right there, and a ton of room to put your tools, you know, whatever you need that you need kind of stored away in privacy. And also in here you get a 115 volt plug as well, and a little bit of lighting down there. Cool thing about these side mirrors is that they are tow mirrors, so you can adjust this side and this side. As for the key fob, this is a traditional Ram key fob. As you can see, you've got your lock, unlock, you've got your tailgate release, remote start, panic button, and then of course Ram at the back there. This truck also has keyless entry, so if you press this button right here, it locks the truck, and you just have the key next to you, hand underneath, and it opens the truck. To open your tailgate, you double tap and it opens softly. And to hear what this bad boy sounds like, you double tap, give it a second, and the turbo diesel comes to life. And as for what powers this beast of a 3500 Laramie, it's of course the 6.7 liter turbo diesel Cummins high output engine, which is a monster. And this is also equipped with the 6-speed ASIN. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it has the heavy duty automatic transmission as well. As for the power outputs on this beast, you get 420 horsepower and 1075 foot-pound of torque, which is the best in its class. Coming into the rear of the 3500 Laramie, you can see this beautiful material. Again, like I mentioned in my last video of one of the trucks that I did, it had this nice shiny metallic kind of like a carbon fiber trim, which this has also, and looks absolutely beautiful, along with this suede type feeling material, which also feels very premium. You've also got leather that goes across here with the white stitching, a little bit of storage, more storage, and of course you also get your Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds absolutely beautiful. Coming into the rear seats, you've got this nice full leather seats, which looks really, really nice, and you've got a little bit of suede, I guess you can say, material inserts that go along here, and you get the white piping and stitching that goes all the way around. Now, because this is a mega cab, typically on a 2500 or a 1500, you can actually lift these seats up, but on this one you can't, because something cool about this, you can actually recline your seats quite a bit. I'm not sure if you can see the amount of room that is there, back there. And down here, this little latch right here pushes this forward so you can kind of store things in the back. So if I go ahead and pull this, the seat comes forward all the way down flat. You've got a ton of room back here. As you can see, you've got hooks to put, you know, whatever you need to. And then look at all that room, because this is a mega cab. Typically on a non-mega cab, you won't have all this room. So I guess an extra little added bonus with space. Also, if you have any, you know, small things that you want to tuck away under here, you do have, I guess you can say, a little bit of room, but it's not that you can lift these seats, because obviously that seat does come down and this does recline. So you do have a little bit of storage, I guess you can say, in a way. And in the center handrest at the back, you get 2 cup holders that you can use there. Behind the driver and passenger seat, you know, all leather here with a little bit of storage on both sides. And of course you get more of that kind of like a carbon fiber shiny trim on the rear for the cup holders. And then you get heated seats in the rear, more USB ports, normal ones and Type-C, and then 115 volt plug in the back as well. Coming to the front driver's side, looking at the door here, it's the same type of trim that you see in the rear doors with the shiny material, suede type of material here, leather, white stitching, storage, cup holder storage, and your Harman Kardon sound system here. And right up here, you've got your traditional window controls. These are power folding mirrors, and this button here will actually adjust that little mirror right there. And of course, you've got memory seats. Starting at the bottom, nothing really fancy, just your foot pedals, your parking brake. This is your release for the parking brake. This is the power that you can turn on and off for the 115 volt plug I showed you in the Ram boxes. And then you've got your hood latch release right there. As for the front driver and passenger seats, again, very, very nice leather seats and very, very comfortable. And you also obviously get the suede kind of inserts on both sides and all along up here, and you can't forget the Laramie stitched right into the seat. As for the seats and the packaging, when it comes to the Laramie, you can either get these with the center console, or you can get bench seating for 3 people in the front, and you can either get black interior or the mountain brown interior on this. And of course, both sides, your seats are power adjustable. And then at the bottom, the door sills do have a nice Ram lettering in there. If you take this kind of plastic off that comes from the factory, it is a nice metallic silver finish. Right next to the steering wheel, you've got your lighting controls. This is for your fog lights, and this is for your bed lighting. And then of course your dimmers. You've got your adjustable foot pedals front and back, and then a manual adjustable steering wheel. Entering the 3500 Laramie, you've got more speakers up here in the center, which also says Harman Kardon, and then over in that corner down there, you've got a nice leather wrapped dashboard with the white stitching, of course. And in the center here, you've got a silver metallic finish that says Ram, and more of this carbon fiber shiny look-alike trim along there. And of course, storage here, and then a 12 volt adapter up top. As for the steering wheel, it's a traditional steering wheel, nothing too crazy. You've got black stitching, just leather that goes all the way around. And of course, your silver matte finish of the Ram logo. On this side, you've got controls for your center cluster, and then your Bluetooth, and of course your cruise control, and then your gear limit selection right there. To the left of the steering wheel, you've got your windshield wiper controls, turn signals, and high beams. And on the opposite side, you've got your gear selector, which I prefer having this. Of course, being a 3500, you do need it rather than that rotary one. This handles much more stuff. Right next to it, you've got your push to start button. Underneath it, you've got heavy duty logoing, and then 4x4 logoing, along with your gear selector for your 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and high and low. In the center here, you've got a traditional Ram cluster layout with Ram up top, and then you've got a bunch of little features in the middle here that you can kind of flick through, like your trip information. You've got your trailer tow information, you've got audio settings here, messages, screen setup, your speed, you've got vehicle information, off-road information, fuel economy, and then back to your trip info. And when you do go ahead and start this 3500 Laramie up, you are welcome with that nice Laramie logoing right there. On the center handrest right here, again, full leather with the white stitching, and you've got the Ram logo blacked out there. If you open the first section up, you've got a little bit of room here with a USB port. Put something small in there. Close this. Open the second main compartment. You've got some measuring tables, and then a ton of room on which you can slide this back and forth. And then of course on the actual slider, you've got a little bit of section here for storage, and then your cup holders right there. As for the front of this, very traditional to any other Ram. You've got your 115 volt plug right there. You've got a wireless charger. Not all the Rams have this. And then of course you can hold 2 phones on here. A little bit of storage, and you've got more USB ports, normal ones, Type-C, and aux cable right there. Moving above that, you've got your front and rear parking sensors there, your tow mode, your exhaust button there, and then your trailer height right there. This truck does have rear auto leveling suspension, very nice to have, and of course your trailer brake controller right next to it. And any Ram wouldn't be complete without a 12-inch screen. I'm not going to go fully into this because I've done many videos on these Rams that have the 12-inch screen. You can check out any of my other videos, but quickly to go over this, you've got your buttons over here for your temperature controls, heating and cooling, or you can do it directly from the touchscreen right there. You've got your media center right here. You've got Sirius XM, AM, FM, your controls here, which brings up your driver's side heated seats, vented seats, heated steering wheel, and then passenger side heated and vented seats. In the middle section, you've got your backup camera, surround camera, and cargo camera. If we go ahead and click on the backup camera, it will bring up this nice screen here, which you can zoom in and zoom out. And then you've got your cargo camera selection right there, so you can see exactly what's in your bed. And these mirrors, I forgot to mention, and do have cameras on the sides, so you get side cameras on the mirrors. And if we go into your surround camera, you've just got a aerial view of your truck, and then a ton of different angles that you can kind of see and go through on your truck. And of course, you've got your climate, like I mentioned, apps, navigation, your phone settings for Bluetooth if you do have it connected, and then your backup camera. Even though I've talked about this many times, the 12-inch screen, something I'd never mentioned is you can actually move these buttons around, and you can put shortcuts of whatever you need. All you have to do is click and hold on something, and say you want to move it to the front here, you click and drag and it moves it to the front. Up top, you've got your standard dimmer mirror. Right up here, you've got your tailgate release, lighting for your interior, assist and SOS, and then your rear power sliding window. Entering onto the passenger side here, again, you can see these beautiful seats with Laramie in them. They look absolutely beautiful. You've got storage in your glove department if you do need to put anything, and then you've got more storage room up top, and you've got Laramie badging right there. And here is the window sticker for the 2021 Ram 3500 Laramie Mega Cab. You can see there's the normal features of like the color, engine, and all of that. You've got your standard equipment, and then you've got your optional equipment, which this has a ton of, you can see. And then you can see the total price with all of the options. Obviously, this will be minus dealer discounts and any manufacturing discounts as well. And that's it for this 2021 Ram 3500 Laramie Mega Cab Night Edition. Let me know in the comments down below if you love it or if you hate it.